Hello? Hello, Tufan.
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Yeah, am I
Yes, ma'am.
audible and visible? Am I audible and
Yes, ma'am.
visible?
You're absolutely audible.
Okay, so let's start. So good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Mua Chakraborty. I am Dean of Faculty Development, Professor and Head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Institute of Engineering and Management. I am the coordinator of this 5 days online AICT Training and Learning Faculty Development Program on emerging trends in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning applications. I welcome all the participants, resource persons, guest speakers, and my colleagues to this workshop sponsored by AICTE and organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Institute of Engineering and Management, Kolkata, West Bengal. At the very onset, I would like to congratulate the CSE Department of Institute of Engineering and Management to organize such a program and thank all the participants who have joined here with us. I thank AICTE for its technical collaboration and financial sponsorship. Now coming to the topic, why artificial intelligence or AI? Why was AI chosen as the topic for this FDP? To understand this, I need to talk a little bit about Industry 4.0. The fourth industrial revolution or Industry 4.0 is the ongoing automation of traditional manufacturing and industrial practices using modern smart technology. There has been an integration of large-scale machine-to-machine communication and the Internet of Things for increased automation, improved communication, and self-monitoring, as well as production of smart machines that can analyze and diagnose issues without the need for human intervention. Industry 4.0 is the integration of data, artificial intelligence, machinery, and communication to create an efficient industrial ecosystem that is not just automated but intelligent too. There are 9 technology pillars of Industry 4.0. Let's understand them. Big data and data analytics, simulation, horizontal and vertical system integration, industrial Internet of Things, autonomous robots, the cloud. Then comes cybersecurity in Industry 4.0. After that, augmented reality. Last but not the least, additive manufacturing and 3D printing. Now let's understand what these are all about in a nutshell. Talking about data analytics, it was once an IT application, but now it has penetrated manufacturing and supply chain industry as well. Power of data analytics and pattern recognition may be involved to the manufacturing industry to reduce downtime and wastages. The simulation in present day is basically used to design components that are manufactured. In Industry 4.0, simulation may be extensively used to simulate a virtual environment of the factory itself with a real-time data and analyze the productivity before a change in the factory can be made. This helps engineers to visualize the design in such a manner so that it is much better help to identify problems and obstacles in the early stage. Horizontal and vertical integration. This is the third pillar, system integration. Horizontal integration is an expansion strategy adopted by a company that involves the acquisition of another company in the same business line. Vertical integration, on the other hand, refers to an expansion strategy where one company takes control over one or more stages in production or product. When it comes to production, horizontal integration has come to refer to well-integrated processes at the production floor level as well, while vertical integration means that the production floor is tightly coordinated with higher level business processes such as procurement and quality control. The fourth pillar is the industrial Internet of Things. You have heard about the concept of IoT, I'm sure. An ecosystem in which all the sensors and actuators with the ability to function separately and communicate with every other element is called IoT. Industrial IoT is the same, but with increased ruggedness to survive the harsh environments of the industry. Next comes autonomous robots. Autonomous robots transfer raw materials, half-finished and completed goods in an easier, faster, and smarter way. They operate based on a complex logic algorithm, meaning they don't require any preset path to carry out their duties. These robots catalyze the manufacturing process. The amount of time that can be gained and latency that can be cut down is equal to the amount of time taken to program controlled robots. Unlike the conveyor belt, it is portable and its duty can be varied. Tesla Motors Gigafactory is an example. Next is the cloud. The cloud is a remote system that can be accessed from anywhere using the internet. There are a lot of cloud services available today. Among these, the notable ones are software as a service or SaaS, meaning you are renting the app as software. Platform as a service or PaaS, meaning that you are renting everything but the app or software. Next is the infrastructure as a service or IaaS, meaning you are renting only the hardware as well as the tools used to manage hardware. Communication machines themselves and between machines and humans are hugely backed by cloud services. Amazon is the best example. A consumer gets updated about the whereabouts of its order in real time. Once your package has arrived at the warehouse, info dated in the cloud, which is notified to you. Every for your package's present location, get query is executed in real time to let you Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Okay. Next is the augmented reality. Augmented reality based systems are storming the technology industry. Few years ago, they found their applications only in flight simulators. Today, remote repair instructions can be sent to literally any part of the earth with internet accessibility. It helps technicians to enhance their skills by practicing high-end repairs and maintenance over and over again using augmented reality. Last pillar is the additive manufacturing and 3D printing. Companies are already using additive manufacturing techniques like 3D printing to make prototypes and proof of concepts. The flexibility of Industry 4.0 allows us to design complex designs which are nearly impossible with conventional manufacturing processes. Most of the conventional manufacturing processes are subtractive manufacturing, which includes wastage of raw materials. Additive manufacturing drastically reduces, if not totally eliminate, the wastage of raw materials. After understanding the overview of these 9 pillars, let's now see how AI is related to Industry 4.0. AI is the main driving force of Industry 4.0. It pervades the entire Industry 4.0 ecosystem and is not only limited to the production floor. One example of this is the use of AI algorithms to optimize the supply chains of manufacturing operations and to help them better respond to and anticipate changes in the market. Artificial intelligence is the intelligence demonstrated by machines, unlike the natural intelligence displayed by humans and animals, which involves consciousness and emotionality. In simple words, AI is the ability of a computer or a robot controlled by a computer to do tasks that are usually done by humans because they require human cleverness and judgment. It is a branch of computer science that emphasizes the development of intelligence and thinking in machines to work like humans. For example, speech recognition, problem solving, learning, and planning. We have heard of Alexa and Siri. Are they AI? To be precise, they are not AI, but rather they are systems that use AI. They are virtual digital assistants that have changed the way we do our daily tasks. Alexa and Siri have become like real humans we interact with each day for our every small and big need. The natural language abilities and ability to learn themselves without human interference are the reasons they are developing so fast and becoming just like humans in their interaction, only more intelligent and faster. AI works by combining large amount of data with fast, iterative processing and intelligent algorithms, allowing the software to learn automatically from patterns or features in the data. The process requires multiple passes at the data to find connections and derive meaning from undefined data. In these 5 days, we will be having 13 sessions on several technical topics like deep learning, artificial neural networks, statistical machine learning, intelligent mobile edge computing, applications of machine learning in medical diagnosis, deep learning applications in image analysis, and security issues of AI by academicians and industry experts. We will also be having a session on stress management by a medical practitioner. For teachers and education staff, stress management is a crucial skill to master. You will learn how to identify the sources of stress, how to say no assertively, how to prevent and cope with stressful experience, and how to support students to deal with stress. There will be the 3 sessions of 2 hours each every day. On day 5, there will be 2 sessions followed by examination. The participants are required to appear for this online examination based on all the lectures of 14 sessions. So I request all of you to pay proper attention to the lectures. Please feel free to ask questions in the Q&A section of each session. In order to get the certificate of completion, all of you must have 80% and above attendance and must score above 60% in the examination. I wish you all the best for this workshop and hope that you will definitely benefit from the lectures based on recent researches by the renowned professors of various universities as well as industry professionals of our country. In the month of September in 2021, we are going to conduct another Atal FDP on the same topic of some of the advanced topics of AI. I now request Professor Shubhasri Roy to conduct the rest of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your address to the virtual gathering today. I, on behalf of Institute of Engineering and Management Fraternity, welcome the distinguished guests, faculty members, and participants present here. My fellow colleagues, this week is a golden opportunity for us to gain practical, actionable insight on recent trend in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning applications. To start off with this event, I would now like to introduce before you a very dynamic educationalist and researcher having several publications to his credit. I am talking about our respected chair of the event, Dr. Shrutajit Chakraborty, our Director Sir of Institute of Engineering and Management. As John Maxwell says, a great leader's courage to fulfill his vision comes from passion, not position. So is the vision of our Sir, who makes every effort to leave no stone unturned towards the development of all. I request Sir to kindly address the virtual gathering. Over to you, Sir.
Thank you so much, Professor Shubhasri ma'am. this topic of artificial intelligence and machine learning is very close to my heart. It is my passion, at least. And we have been working on so many projects. Recently, we have been working on a project, a search engine project, which is basically to identify plagiarism. I believe all of you, of this topic must be very close to you, because whenever you publish something, you go through, anti-plagiarism checks and all, right? And also, I'm sure that when you publish something, if somebody plagiarizes your work, it affects you deeply. So this, we are trying to solve this using machine learning and artificial intelligence. Instead of using the normal computer science algorithms, we are using AI algorithms and learning, machine learning. So we are feeding a large number of data sets from published papers, from the internet, from technical reports, technical journals. So, this is one of the application. The other application, we are working with a very big MNC, is regarding drones, autonomous drones. So again, autonomous drones have, they have just, I believe, they are just arriving in the scene, and more, I think, applications and even transport solutions for us will be using autonomous drones. Keep your observation in this field. This will, definitely take over and revolutionize the way transportation, the way so many industries operate. So again, we are using AI and machine learning, image processing to have applications in the autonomous drones. And again, not using so much of the traditional computer science algorithms, but rather learning algorithms with data set training, a huge number of data sets, so that even with different weather conditions, even with different connectivity problems, so many issues are there that comes up in this, when you try to work with autonomous drones. So trying to solve all those problems and having a robust solution with the corporate sector, the MNC, which I'm talking about. So I'm sure all of you are interested in this field of AI and doing research. So this is a field that, when I was studying in the University of British Columbia, more than 20 years back, at that time, people were saying that AI is saturated. I remember at that time, there was the Dragon speech recognition software, which had a 80% accuracy in recognizing dictation, 80 to 85%. And I remember being so much frustrated when I used to give dictations in the Dragon speech software, and so many errors were there and we had to correct it. But today you see like Google Home and Cortana, Microsoft Cortana, and Amazon Alexa, and so many applications are there where the speech recognition, Apple Siri, of course, I should not forget to mention, where the speech recognition is almost, I would say, near perfect, almost more than 95% or 98% accuracy. And nowadays, even they recognize various accents, which has been very useful for us here in India. The accents, various, people have various accents, and these applications can recognize them. So it has become a ubiquitous part of our life, and I'm sure when you operate the social media software or email, even you have, against each comment or against each email, you have an automatic solution that is suggested, and you just need to click on that reply, whether it is in comments or whether it is in email. So more and more these solutions are becoming so much ubiquitous to our life, and also the IoT devices along with AI. So this field, I believe, all of a sudden in the last 10 years or perhaps last 5 years, see amount of growth, exponential amount of interest coming in. Way I see it now, more than decades to become saturated. So many IoT devices are there. To have all these, apparently dumb devices being smart devices and connect with the internet will definitely take few decades. And also, so much application software and all are there. To have all these software have AI based, will again have so many applications that will go over a few decades again. So again, I welcome all of you to this FDP, and if you are already a practitioner in the field of AI, you will find it a very good, I would say, revision, or very good relatable topics and brush up. And if you are new to this field, I would say welcome to the infinite world of AI, machine learning, and it will definitely, I think, guide your path of research and a future of exciting possibilities, unlimited possibilities. I myself, I'm so excited to be in this field, because this is the field to be in right now. This is the most happening field in computer sciences. This is the most happening field in so many areas, and even nowadays in the pandemic, it is in everybody's thoughts, everybody's words, everybody's reading. Even pandemic solutions have been proposed with the AI in mind. So many mutations are happening in the COVID-19 strains, and they are trying to recognize the mutations using the various AI algorithms, as well as trying to predict what any future mutation might be, because the prediction becomes very important from the point of view of coming up with the booster doses or the regular vaccines. So you can see that any new threat or new problem or new challenge that the world is facing, it is also in the domain of AI to use different algorithms. It is just, I can summarize by saying, instead of having static algorithms, it is evolving algorithms, or rather evolving ways of approaching a problem through learning data sets. Okay, and again, thank you for having me, and congratulations to all of you who have joined, and you are in for a treat. It is an absolutely intellectual treat to hear all these experts talking in these 5 days. And if you are new to this field, I would say that you are in for a lifetime of opportunities in the field of machine learning and AI. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your thought-provoking address. And this has set a perfect platform for all of us. Now is the opportune moment to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Nobaran Bhattacharya, Senior Director and Center Head at Center for Development of Advanced Computing, CDAC, Kolkata. He is associated with CDAC since 1999. He is graduate from Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, Jadavpur University, Kolkata. He received his PhD on Electronics and Telecommunication from Jadavpur University. Dr. Bhattacharya has over 32 years of research experience. His field of interest includes agri-electronics, sensing system, soft computing, and pattern recognition, to name a few. He has authored and co-authored over 120 papers in different international journals, conferences, and has 5 book chapters in his credit. He has 16 patents in his name, and his research group is recipient of number of awards. He guided 40 national and international collaborative projects in the area of sensor and sensing system. Dr. Bhattacharya has 15 products, 19 patents, 10 copyright, and 116 research publications with total citation of 1,135 to his credit. We welcome you, sir, to this event. May I now take the opportunity to request sir to address the gathering.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're perfectly audible.
So, very good morning to all the participants of today's auto workshop. I see 137 is the number, and the number being more than 100, maybe because of the topic and theme of this workshop, because you have not only chosen AI and machine learning as the focused theme, but also the recent trends as well as the applications. So the actually devil lies in any technology is in its applications. And as our previous speakers have already told you, that AI has really started making its way towards applications, and I'll congratulate the organizers to choose such a relevant topic, not only recent trends, but the application focus. And I expect that future speakers also dwell on the specific applications of AI that will give a more lively exposure to AI and ML scenario that has been happening for last maybe a decade in our country as well as other countries. Now, before starting, let me tell you that I am from CDAC. CDAC stands for Center for Development of Advanced Computing, and CDAC is an autonomous research and development organization under Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India. CDAC has got 12 centers spread across length and breadth of the country, and I belong to CDAC Kolkata Center, which happens to be the eastern hub of R&D in the field of information communication technology, electronics, and advanced computing. That definitely includes AI and related topics. Now, CDAC makes supercomputer in the country, and Param series of supercomputer is not only used in India and various research institutes, IITs, IISCs, but also more than 25 countries other than India, they use Indian supercomputers made by CDAC. So I am very happy and pleased to be a part of today's workshop and give you a brief outline for coming 2 to 3 minutes. Don't get afraid that I am going to give a long speech. So first of all, what is AI? That has been told by our previous speakers. That is, see, what is intelligence? Intelligence is having the capability, human capability of logic, understanding, learning, reasoning, of course, critical thinking, problem solving. These are the traits of normal intelligence. And all these traits together, normal intelligence is additionally having emotion and emotional knowledge as well as creativity. Now, emotional knowledge, creativity, and the normal intelligence together is human intelligence. And artificial intelligence aims at having all these parameters and traits built into a machine. That's what is artificial intelligence. So that has been told by others. Please remember, it has to be a machine, and machine has to have some intelligence built in with all the kinds of things that human can do. Thereafter, this you have been using the term quite frequently, machine learning, ML. So see, any intelligence is related to learning. Right from childhood, we learn so many things, and that really makes and matures into intelligence in human brain. So in machine learning, so when machine has to be trained, machine has to learn, then also it goes to similar way. There are supervised way, there are unsupervised way, there are reinforced ways. There are three ways where how machine can learn. I'll not go into the details of the various algorithms of machine learning, but please know that supervised and unsupervised and reinforced learning, that happens to humans also, and that algorithms have to be made, ML algorithms have to be made so that it happens in machines, and ML becomes the backbone of the AI. The backbone of AI is machine learning. Please know it. And then there are enabling technologies. Now, to enable a machine to have to really work in artificially intelligent way, you need enabling technologies, like it has been told by previous speakers about IoT, Internet of Things, robotics, cyber physical systems, different cyber, starting from cloud, so 5G, AR, VR, all kinds of stuff has been discussed. Now, I would only like to tell you that think of a human brain, and that human brain communicates with the external world through the nervous system. So if some mosquito bites me on my skin, then that is the sensor part of any artificial intelligence. So some sensor senses that, and that sense is carried up to the brain through neurons, that nerve cells. In the realm of artificial intelligence, that machine is the brain, and IoTs with a front-end sensor is actually the nerve. So nerve is IoT, and that nerve length for IoT and a artificial intelligence system can be, I can be sitting here for human brain, and for human nerve, for human senses, it has to be one body only. But for artificially intelligent sensors, where IoT can be a remote IoT, and cloud, your brain can be resident in a cloud, and the total communication backbone, maybe 5G or narrowband IoTs or any other communication system you take, then the whole thing becomes the nerve. So there's the brain, there is the nervous system, and there are sensors. So IoT is having sensors and the communication, and your cloud or your machine is having the processor and the brain, and the whole system is an artificial intelligence system. So what we must really concentrate in this workshop, that is FDP, is the use cases. And as I've already been told that Alexa, Siri are the use cases for AI. And then we, in CDAC, we have been working a lot of projects on natural language processing, image processing. Our face recognition software is used by Election Commission. Our face recognition software used for the safe city projects all over the country. And we have speech processing software. Our speech processing, speech recognition is used in the parliament. CDAC has developed that for all the languages in the country. Then we have got this robotics project going on, where we are working on a robotics for the agricultural field. An autonomous robot will go into agriculture field and do all kinds of agricultural processes, maybe pesticide application, fertilizer, or all sorts of stuff. Our previous speaker talked about drone also. Drone with hyperspectral imaging also one of the projects we are doing. And other applications are computer games, healthcare, diagnosis, disease diagnosis, or drug discovery, smart city, urban urban transportation system. Industry 4.0 was told. We are working with ISM Dhanbad on a that is cyber physical system for mining 4.0. That is to take mining to the intelligence, to have smart mining. So we are working on computational biology. There are a lot of geospatial technologies where AI is being used for the our various projects in all over the on pan-CDAC basis. So as has already been told, AI is just expanding and reaching all the fields of our life. But I will urge everybody today that we always talk AI applications. Something has been applied in Germany, something applied in Japan, something in USA. But the young faculties should do research on Indian problems. And in no foreigner will come to solve an Indian problem. And to solve Indian problem, the deepest of AI will be applicable. The highest of AI technologies will be required to solve the complex societal, economic, and life quality of life related problems in the country, maybe agriculture of our country, maybe healthcare of our country. So I will urge one and all that let us try to make Indian AI solutions for all the various applications in India. With this, I welcome all of you once again for this workshop, and I expect that you really, there will be a lot of takeaways for all of you from this workshop. Sorry for overshooting the time. Thank you very much and wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. It was a motivating words, and thank you for your valuable insight and the lucid explanation on AI and ML. I once again thank our chief guest, Dr. Navarun Bhattacharya, sir. Now, since this year it is a virtual FDP, we would like to present a certificate as a token of appreciation. Sir, kindly accept our a small token of appreciation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I also take the opportunity to thank all the dignitaries of for the various inputs they have given. We are extremely grateful to all our dignitaries for their presence despite their busy schedule. I wholeheartedly welcome all the participants to join the FDP from far and wide. I have few announcements to make. Just like ma'am has just said, we have to be careful about the attendance, the link would be shared between 2:30 around 2:30 to 3. So please be careful. It would be shared in the chat box as well as in the WhatsApp group. So please keep an eye there. I also request you to be careful about your attendance because minimum 80% attendance along with minimum of 60% has to be secured in the exam for you to get these certificates. So with this, the first session is about to start and we will start the session shortly. I request all the participants to stay in this link itself. Here itself, we would start the first session. And we hope that you have a great learning experience, the 5-day long learning experience, and happy learning. Have a great day ahead. We will shortly start our next session. I request all of you to stay here in this link.
Shubhasri Madam.
Yes.
Our next speaker has already arrived, so we may begin the session.
Right. Okay, absolutely. So, yes. So once again, I welcome all of you. So we are